That's from a local who rocks. That's the theme of this show, the locals who rock. We're going to do that until 3 o'clock today. That is friend of the station, Kyle English. And he joins me here in the Classic studio right now. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing really good. It's great to be here. Thank you, guys.
Well, I'm glad to have you guys in and glad to have you guys up here. When you talk, get right up into that microphone for me. Let me hear a sound level on you one time, okay?
Sounds good, man.
No, I'm still not reading you. Let me see something here. Let's check you out here. Give me one more try there. No, I think we've got the system flipped, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to play. That was your song, Sophia, and I know that you got a lot of family listening. They're all going crazy, and you guys were just in the studio not too long ago, you and Elton, and played a bunch of songs for us and previewed this new CD, which I have copies to give away, and we're going to do that. And so stay tuned. We'll move him over to the other side of the studio because he has brought his guitar. He is going to do some stuff live for us today, and we're going to give you chances to win his new CD. Right now, I'm going to play, because it's locals that rock, Lemon Sky. We call them our house band. If you've never heard of them, I feel like this is the best song they do, although they're all pretty good. Posted in there is a friend of the station, Kyle English. Let's get a test on your microphone this time, buddy.
All right, can you hear me this time?
Oh, perfect. Those dulcet tones as you put that out there. Hey, Kyle is a local Cincinnati rock and roller, singer, songwriter, musician, chief bottle washer at the English household.
Partly a busker, I have to stand outside of the Classic studios. They finally, caved in. So, okay, you have a CD, we'll let you in. Come on.
Yeah, stop making you sit outside and playing for yourself. You don't get much traffic out here where the studio's located.
I did. I have to say it. I did blow by it earlier and just went, what? Okay, I got to turn around. Oh, there it is.
Well, we call it deep in the bunker somewhere in Butler County on purpose.
Yeah, it's safe.
Most people, we tell them, hey, geocache us. It's the only way to find us.
Yeah.
Well, we're you in the studio. Of course, just a couple of weeks ago, we had you and Elton Clifton in the studio, and you guys played live for us and previewed some of the stuff. And now, I'm holding in my hand your new CD.
Yes. Ooh, there it is. It's, when you said we were going to give a couple away, I was like, whose CD is that? I want to win it.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you look around like, okay, what's he got? What swag can I win here today? No, you're part of the contest today, so definitely you can't win, and I don't want to see the phones lighting up with your wife on the line either.
Yeah.
So you call this thing Indian Summer, and how many tracks do we have on this? Is it a 6-tracker?
We did 5 tracks, and we included a bonus track called Four White Horses.
Right, and then last time you guys were in, you played us live Indian Summer.
We did.
And you also did a nice Bob Seger cover for me.
Well,
we're going to clean that thing up. Bob Michaels, attention, Bob Michaels. Get that Bob Seger cover that he played for us live in the studio. Get that thing cleaned up so we can do that.
I might do Bruce a little better, so we might want to wait.
All right. So let's see what we've got here. But okay, so you've got the new CDs. We're going to give those away during this hour. Of course, we're doing Locals that Rock. We're going to feature some more of all of, I guess I just have to say, my favorite local bands here. So I'm going to be a little selfish and play the people I like this hour. Eddie Millay, of course, has a local rock show here each and every Tuesday night. He calls it Kindred Sanction. It's loaded with great bands. If you've never tuned in, I can't urge you strong enough to do so. It's very fun, very hip. Young guys in here playing their music, getting their message out there. Eddie does a great job with that. And I think tonight, let me see what he sent over here. I think on tonight's show, because he has a show in here on Friday nights, and he's got the Bryant C project in here. Bryant C is going to be joining him in the studio live tonight. That'll all start happening at about 6 o'clock. I know that he has Brian Baker from City Beat Magazine joining him, and they break down everything there is to do on the weekend and telling you where all the bands are and what the covers are and what the drink specials are, and they break all that information down. And then Eddie will be joined live, and we'll be checking this out, and I plan on be listening to that. But right now, I am going to turn my mic down, turn your mic up, and what are you going to do for us?
I think I'll do another track off of Indian Summer called Turning Slowly.
All right, let's hear it. So here we go. This is this is Kyle English without Elton this time. He's supposed to be here. Kyle English off of his Indian Summer EP. Here we go. Take it away.
This is live, so we're going to have a couple of mistakes there. We'll do a key change. Ready? Take 2. That's better.
She's lying on sheets of linen. She's listening to a song play off full slow. She hears me across the kitchen floor, but I don't know. I'm looking for a glass of whiskey. She looks at me for something more than this love that's been shared between us. She sees that I'm starting to wonder if her heart's begun to wonder, is this how our life is going to be? The girl is turning slowly. The girl is turning slowly. Slowly away from me. Driving down an empty highway. She's walking down your unpaved road, but there's too much space between you now. You're looking for those girls to lead you home to that place you know now. She's wishing she was there to greet you, but you don't know, no, 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 now. The girl is turning slowly. The girl is turning slowly. Slowly away from me. La, la, la. La, la, la. Girl is turning slowly, yeah. Girl is turning slowly, yeah. Slowly away from me now. The girl is turning slowly, yeah. The girl is turning slowly, yeah. Slowly away from, slowly away from, slowly away from me, yeah.
That's Kyle English turning slowly off of his new EP. I'm going to give you a chance to win one coming up here on Classics Radio, The New Breed of Rock. Prairie dogs, I know, are tapping your foot and thinking about going to that show tonight. I hear that it is a reunion show. I'm not allowed to officially say the word Goshorn. Not allowed to officially say Craig's name. But that's what I'm told, is that this could be that show tonight. That's at the Newport Syndicate. Dinner is at 6. Doors are at 7. Or the show is at 7:30. There is a warm-up act. You can still get tickets. They are available at rwatickets.com. And whether it's a reunion show or not remains to be seen. Hey, joining me over here in the studio, though, is the author, writer, singer, songwriter of Indian Summer, Kyle English. So right now, Kyle, when you're not listening to Indian Summer on the CD player,
My wife knows that's true, and she's smiling.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What will you be listening to if it's local? Because this hour's Locals at Rock. Give me somebody that you're jamming to and enjoying right now.
Well, I'm lucky enough not only to be able to listen to these guys, but also get to work with the guys from Hickory Robot. Mike G played bass on the Indian Summer album, as well as Lauren.
Right.
I'm also lucky enough to get to know Austin Spiegel. He played on the track Four White Horses. and Dave Fowl from Union Terminal played piano on the track Grace. So, a lot of local musicians played on this, and anything Elton sends me, which a lot of times it is me listening to myself, But, and Elton's worked with just a ton of great local artists, Kelly Ritchie being one of them, and we were getting ready to talk about her project too, weren't we?
Yeah, she's got the Sacred Harp sessions that she's involved in right now, and that's a great thing. I've been down to check out one so far, and I just really enjoy everything that she's doing. Speaking of Elton, of course, pretty much everything he throws my way, I'm pretty much always in his back pocket. So what do you got? What do you got this week? It's like he's my connection. I'm like that guy shuffling up on the street corner and over the Rhine. Elton, hey man, can you fix me up? What do you got for me this week, man?
And you got to be really careful. I learned the lesson not to poke the bear. I was like, Elton, do we have any new tracks? And he's like, maybe. Well, I really want this one that's like auto-tuned just for the heck of it. And he's like, don't poke the bear. And I was like, well, what happens if I do? So that's the whole story behind Late Night Romeo that's posted on Facebook right now. Everybody's at home. They're all worried. They're like, this is the direction that the project is going?
No. Just stay with him. He's just playing around and having a little fun. Speaking of Kelly Ritchie, how about if we spin one of hers? Yeah, you want to do one of hers?
Great.
Yeah, she is definitely somebody that's happening on the local scene. You can Facebook her if you don't know who we're talking about, and we'll be glad to play you one of her tracks next. This is Class X Radio, and we are doing local.
I do too.
Yeah, I say let's just pin it on Elton's door. Okay, so let's fix what we just said there, because I've got Kelly Thomas on this screen as you look to my left. I have Kelly Ritchie on this screen here in the middle, and they both got projects going. Kelly Thomas has the Sacred Heart Sessions going on.
Kelly Thomas, yes.
Kelly Ritchie, who has Freak Bass just laying that track out, has got all of her things going on. So we kind of got that mix, but we're blaming Elton. Remember that.
And this is live, so by the more mistakes that we make, we can prove that it's live, right?
Yeah, and so you know what? We can fix that. You know how we fix that? Let's give something away.
Yeah.
So how are we going to do this? How do you want to do this? You want to do it the way I said on Facebook?
I like the way you said it.
All right, so here's what it is. Listen up. Let's give some Class X swag away. I have a copy of Indian Summer here in my hand, and I'll give it to the first two. Let's do two. So here's what you have to do if you'd like to have your own copy before they've been available everywhere of Kyle English's new EP, 6-song EP. It's called Indian Summer. It has Sophia. It has the track he just played, Turning Slowly. You've got to hear the bonus track, Four White Horses. Who does the harmonica in that?
Austin Newspeak. It is, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try to get that one on. We don't have that one in the system. Next time you're up, we'll have that one on, because that's probably my favorite track. It's just wicked. Just a wicked track. Yeah, so we'll do that. But let's give you a chance to win that right now. All you have to do is get ready. Get over to your Facebook page. You got to be a Facebooker to win this one right now. Go over to Class X Radio on Facebook. Class X Radio, find our page. If you're not a fan of ours, fan us. And then the first two people who say, give me Kyle's CD, we'll take care of it. We'll send that out to you. And look what we found deep in the library. Can you believe this? That is Roland Justice, Soul in the Shadows. Right now until the 3 o'clock hour, we are doing Locals Who Rock. Joining me in the studio is Kyle English. You got one more that you can play for us? Can we squeeze one more in?
Yeah, I'd love to.
What is this one? What are you going to do for us?
Well, this is going to be the new. It's one of the newer singles off the new album. So we're going to call this a Class X exclusive. It is Late Night Romeo. We debuted it last night, very tongue-in-cheek, with an auto-tuned version of it, and we had comments ranging from "I absolutely love it" to "What are you guys doing?" So here's the real version of it. Well, the live version of it.
Kyle English.
You go without letting you know. Love can keep us together now, or tear us apart. I'll lead you on and I'll let you think that I don't mind this. So make me love or make me believe, and don't leave me standing all night all alone, a stranger on this road. So I would love you all the ways that I can, find new ones in a foreign land. But I'll never stray that far. I'll lead you on and I'll let you think that I don't mind this. So make me love or make me believe. Don't leave me standing all night, all alone, a stranger on this road. 'Cause this love is hard enough. When this love is hard enough to stand the test of time. You think that I don't mind this, so make me love or make me believe. Don't leave me standing all night, all alone, a stranger on this road. One night Romeo, a stranger on this road.
Good track. Nice job. So that's the new one.
Yeah.
So and when we hear that, well, of course we'll have it all. You're going to work with Elton on that one.
Yeah,
going to flesh it out. Some drums and
we
some.
got into the studio. We started tracking it out. We're planning the whole thing out, and that should be released probably early fall in anticipation for the full length, which will probably be coming out maybe next spring is what we're looking. We still feel Indian Summer has some legs, and we really want to promote the heck out of that EP first.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously you've just got it pressed up. Where can they get a copy? If they weren't the two girls that won, they went quick on the Facebook thing. Two girls. Done. So if somebody wants a copy of this, how can they get a copy of this from you?
They can go to KyleEnglishMusic.com, follow the links. It's going to be available through iTunes. It's going to be available through Amazon. There's both digital and the actual physical CD will be available. From my understanding, it should be available starting next week, the physical CD. But
okay.
The digital tracks are all available right now for download on iTunes and CD Baby, Amazon, all the major outlets.
Yeah, that sounds good. And what's next for you? Where are you at next?
We're going to be at Hollywood Casino tomorrow night with
all right.
Pure Grain. They're out of Indianapolis.
Okay.
So we will be on, like we said last time, on the riverboat, on the top of the bar, on top of the river, all kinds of crazy things. But that'll be around 9, 10 o'clock is when we'll be taking the stage.
Okay, so if you're out at the Hollywood Casino tomorrow night, you want to definitely stop in. Which lounge do they got? Do you know where you're playing at out there? They've got a couple places.
Yeah, I think it's the rooftop.
Yeah, you're on the rooftop.
So yeah.
Hey, and it's supposed to be like 65 and sunny tomorrow.
So we're really going to be.
This could be really good. So listen, let's do this. Want to be my co-conspirator here?
Sure.
So you got to take 60% of the.
Okay.
So, because it's my studio, my show, you're the guest, so you have to take you don't get a proportionate share of the blame in this.
Well, I'm a gambling man, so I'll take 80.
All right.
Okay.
I'm down for that. So here's what we're going to do. The station owner is so far away from the studio doors, before he could come down here and stop us, we can lock him out.
Okay.
So here's what I think we should do. I think we should slide into the break that we're already late for, and then instead of leaving at 3 o'clock, because look at all this other great stuff from local guys I wanted to play.
There's a whole page.
So I say we hold this hour over. Locals Who Rock, take 2. and we'll just lock the door and keep our headphones on, and we'll just look at him and say, I can't hear you. What, can you stick around a little bit?
Yeah, I would love to. Make sure that our listeners are calling in and having that demand then, so we can share the blame mutually. We can blame another 20 on the listeners.
Oh, I'm good for 2. This is Jim Chu, supposed to be off the air at 3 o'clock today, but daggone it. Let me tell you the deal here, Kyle. The Blonde Bombshell is traveling in the Ozarks for all this weekend. The Pure Prairie League doors, I can't get in down there until like 6 o'clock tonight. So basically, I am just hanging out. So you are now my hostage victim, co-conspirator. You just take the term that'll best fit the situation.
Co-conspirator.
There you go. I like that. And so, you know what? I guess we have to let Wildman in. He usually, but he may, Wildman may have the day off. Wildman, he just recently lost his mother. Had the memorial today, and I think he was taking the day off. So Wildman, I know you're tuned in and listening, and you have the station's condolences. And I was glad I got to stop down there and hang out with you for a little bit with you today. And just hang tough, brother. Wildman's my buddy. We go back a long way. I saw his son at the memorial today. The last time I saw him, he wasn't quite up to my knee. Mm-hmm. Now he's taller than me.
Yeah.
And, it's one of those situations where you go, you can't be Pete. Pete's this little guy that climbs up on my arms and gets on my shoulders. You're not getting on my shoulders, dude. So it's one of those situations. But so I'm just going to kind of hang out here and let me tell you about this band. We get this email in at the station a couple of weeks ago. A band down in Nashville working it out, much like you guys all are doing. And they get hold of me, and I flip them over to Eddie Millay. And Eddie checks them out, and he's like, yeah, these guys aren't too bad. They're called the Great Affairs. And so they're going to play at the Southgate House. And they say, why don't you guys come check it out? So me and Eddie, we jump in the car, go down there, and we check out their set. And of course, they got a blaze through. They got like 30 minutes, to show what they can do. But they really sounded good. I mean, they really sound good. And so they're getting ready to come back up into town. We'll play you one of their songs. But they know that they know, my thing. You know what I think the greatest rock song ever written is?
I'm going to take a guess.
So go ahead.
I was thinking it might have been Sophia, but I'm going to lean.
So second greatest
I'm
rock song.
lean more towards maybe a Lindsey Buckingham song.
Lindsey Buckingham it is. I am a huge fan of Go Your Own Way. I consider it to be the greatest rock song ever written and recorded. So these guys emailed me today, and they said, we know what you think about, we know that you like our band, and we know what you think of this song, so we're going to send you this track. It's a little rough, but if you want to hear it. So, like I said, we've got the station manager and owner locked out of the studio. I have no idea what this track sounds like. I haven't had time to preview it or not. Should we?
Microphone's not working. Wrong chords. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Wrong key. So let's just roll this. I'm not going anywhere, and you can't make me, at least as long as the studio door is locked. So how long can you stay here today, Kyle, before you get in trouble?
Well, I'm your co-conspirator and possible hostage from a prior conversation, so, whatever you cut it.
I do have a CD zip opener over here, so be careful. I am armed.
I do have a gig tomorrow, so I might have to leave at some point in time.
So is that the next time you're playing, is tomorrow night?
Yep, tomorrow night I will be at Hollywood Casino. Tonight as kind of just a warm-up. I'll be up in Mount Adams at Tap and Go. That'll start a little after 10, and they're debuting their brand new room bar. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be exciting.
So if somebody wants to come and check you out, they can come out and see you tonight over in Mount Adams, or tomorrow night at the Hollywood Casino on the venue up on the roof out there. That's a great. Have you ever been out there to play there?
I have not yet.
I think you're going to like that. It's a good venue out there, and you're supposed to have the weather and everything. So here's what we're going to do before we send you out of here. I am going to release you. I am going to let you go. Your wife is negotiating, even as I speak, on Facebook for your release. She apparently wants you back, so that's not a bad thing. And so, I am going to release you, but here's what we're going to do. As good as you sound acoustically on that guitar, I want the Class X listeners to realize that you're not just James Taylor on the guitar over here. You know what I mean? That Elton works with you, and the drums, the keyboards, the harmonica, and all these different things. And so let's go with one more time. I've got to play this one again because you know how much I like it.
Great, thank you.
All right, so we're going to do Sophia one more time before we release him. This is off the Indian Summer EP. Full production value on here. This is not Kyle live. This is Kyle recorded in Cincinnati. Thanks to Elton Clifton for turning us on to him. Thank you for coming up. When you guys do the new stuff, we'll have to have you back out here with Eddie Millay on Tuesday night on Kindred Sanction.
That'd be excellent.
Or on Fridays. So we'll stay and we'll watch and we'll get everybody going with you.
That'd be excellent.
All right.
telling me something that I know. Your body is telling me something, but I don't want to know right now. I've seen your face before you grace these floors, you slammed these doors. You shared my bed, my wine, you spoke your mind, you gave the time. My body's light and one all broken by the sound. Lovers come and lovers gone, on and on. Oh, sweet Sophia, I'm in need of something better than this. Oh, sweet Sophia, I'm in need when I'm in need. Your body is telling me something. Your body is telling me something that I know. Your body is telling me something, but I don't want to know right now. Oh, sweet Sophia, I'm in need of something better than this. Oh, sweet Sophia, I'm in need when I'm in need. Oh, sweet Sophia, I'm in need of something better. Body's telling me something. Body's telling me something that I know. Body's telling me something. Your body is telling me something that I know. Your body is telling me something, but I don't want to know. No. Your body is telling me something, but I don't want to know right now. But I don't want to know right now. Your body is telling me something, but I don't want to know now. Body is telling me something, but I don't want to know right now. Body is telling me something, but I don't want to know right now.
That's Mr. Kyle English. He's a local guy here. This was Locals Who Rock. We were featuring them up until 3 o'clock. So many of them, and I didn't even get to the rest of the list. Eddie Millay is our local resident authority on everybody that's doing something musically here in this city. Runs a Kindred Sanction for Class X Radio every Tuesday night, and he will be on the air tonight starting at 6 o'clock with his rock and roll show. Brian Baker will be one of his guests from City Beat Magazine. Brian will be in about 6:30. They tell you all of these acts, where you can see them playing tonight, what's going on in the city. They break down Friday, and then they break down Saturday, keep you informed, so I want you to make sure you tune into that. And he was telling me off the air, we were talking, and I know Eddie likes that track, and we were telling you the stories about the great affairs off the track. So I'm listening to that track, and the bass is just wicked in that track. You know, and I told you when I showed you how I play it when nobody's in here, how loud the and the bass is just it's almost like a lead track on there.
There's this this bass player that nobody's ever heard of. His name is Elton Clifton.
Oh, that guy.
He just dropped the bass on that, and when we heard it, we're like, yeah, done.
Yeah, and I notice it's prominent in that track, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, and that's Elton, the producer.
Yep, that one was
the mixer.
Elton.
Yeah, Mr. I keep telling that guy that I'm really good on tambourine, maracas. You've seen me play my air drums in here. I got kind of a couple air guitar licks, and he never invites me down to the studio. I don't know what I have to do to work my way down there.
Well, it's done. We'll invite you.
I can be down there shaking the egg or playing the tambourine or something like that. that.
Like I said, consider it done. When we're getting in to do the full length album, so
Yeah,
I'm bringing you in.
I'm gonna grab my buddy Eddie Millay, and he and I will come down, and because I'm telling you, you've never heard air backup vocalists like me and Eddie. We can lip sync with no sound better than Beyonce. I'm telling you. Now you just got to watch us in action one time.
Excellent.
So, Kyle, it's been great having you in the studio previewing that. Of course, that was Sophia with full backing tracks, and it sounds fantastic. And yet now it's a 6-song EP called Indian Summer, and I'm holding it in my hands, and I think you're going to leave some for Eddie to give away on his show tonight.
That'd be excellent.
Excellent. So, Eddie, there's one here for you to keep, and then there's a couple that you can give away throughout the course of the evening. We'll leave those on the console for you when we cut out of here. Tell people one more time, how do they get this?
They can find it on KyleEnglishMusic.com. They can find it on iTunes, Amazon, both in the physical CD and on the MP3 release. So,
all right. Well, listen, I appreciate you being here, brother. I won't be able to check you out this weekend, but I will be at one of those shows. I'll be the guy with the head and the speakers.
Great.